Once again, it's a pleasure to be here for the second year to launch the Health Fitness Month initiative organized by Courts and Sports World, of course in partnership with my ministry, Ministry of Health and Medical Services. Ladies and gentlemen, last year we witnessed a similar program, and I'm greatly pleased to see that this partnership between the ministry and courts continues to strengthen over time, and of course is of great significance in terms of advocating healthy lifestyles amongst all our fellow Fijians through promoting national awareness on the need for a consolidated effort to fight the increasing rates of NCDs, normally known as non-communicable diseases in Fiji. At the same time, I'd also like to mention that communicable diseases are also posing a threat to the lives of our Fijians as well. As mentioned earlier on, the underlying objective of this launch is to intensify awareness. Not that awareness is not currently being carried out, but it's more so to intensify, given the need to encourage Fijians to live more healthy. And of course, I believe that campaigns like this has a great impact on the general public, because we are able to disseminate more information. And of course, corporate organizations have a far reach to the public as well. I'm told there will be messages conveyed through advertising via TV, radio, posters, billboards, flyers, social media, and online media, along with with live radio broadcasts. Apart from these, there will be provisions of free medical screenings, healthy eating tips, and fitness tips provided at various courts and sports hall locations during weekly outdoor broadcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, further to this, the general public will also be given an opportunity to participate in exciting programs like Fun Run that will be organized later. I'm sure those of us who participated in the Fun Run last year are equally excited for this event to eventuate. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, partnerships such as this with our corporate bodies complement not only the ministries but the government's ongoing effort to tackle the increasing rates of NCDs through health promotion and health literacy. Our teams are reaching out to communities and schools, advocating for the need for people to adapt to healthy lifestyles. The increasing number of NCDs is one of the biggest concerns for the world, and our nation is no exception. NCDs are also known as silent killers that claim millions of lives around the world. And of course, again as mentioned, the four major types of NCDs that are common to our people are cardiovascular diseases, heart attacks and strokes, cancers, chronic respiratory diseases, and diabetes, which I'm sure you're all aware of. So according to WHO data, the NCDs kills about 38 million people each year. Almost 3/4 of NCD deaths, that's about 28 million, occur in low or middle income countries. Having said that, earlier last year it was revealed that the youngest child known to be living with diabetes in Fiji is a 3-year-old, and sadly we lost one of our patients a couple of weeks who was also suffering from diabetes. And I'm sure there are many other unrecorded cases out there in the public, and this is why we encourage public to have regular screenings and testings when opportunities such as this is provided, and of course to visit the nearest health centers and hospitals to ensure that they know the status of the health. That is also very important to us. There is also awareness and concern about the large and escalating burden of chronic non-communicable diseases, not just from the public health perspective, but from an economic one as well. Every year, the Ministry of Health and Medical Services sends a number of patients, of Fijian people with cardiac, heart diseases for treatment overseas. Of course, there are financial costs associated in facilitating these treatments. So last year alone, the Ministry had assisted 106 patients in accessing overseas treatment, and this included those in need of highly risk cardiac surgeries. We spent close to $1 million to send these patients for overseas treatment, particularly supporting treatments through coronary artery bypass graft, normally known as CABG. A total of 46 patients were assisted for open heart surgery performed by overseas surgeons, and this amounted to close to 265,000 Fijian dollars. We can see that NCDs incurs financial burden to the families and the nation as well equally. As such, again, let me reiterate that there is a need for collaborative efforts between governments, NGOs, faith-based organizations, and of course corporate organizations, and something that we are just witnessing today. And I'm sure we'll be able to encourage more corporate bodies to come on board and assist us actually to more intensify our awareness programs for Fijian. I said to note that last year a total of 587 amputations were done, and These amputations refers to the amputations that resulted from diabetes, injuries, road accidents, just to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, good health is the choice we make for ourselves. Good health is the choice we make for our families. While having a robust health system is important, the choices one makes, the choices you and I make in our daily lives, the choices that we make for our children and our families are equally important. And that is the underlying message. Good health starts with each one of us. I have continued to reiterate the fight against NCDs is a battle that I or my ministry or the government cannot fight alone. It again needs a partnership, a collaborative partnership between agencies, between communities, between government ministries, between corporate sectors, NGOs, FBOs and SEOs, and also between the education and the health sector, and of course, not missing out families and individuals. As such, government through the ministry will continue to nurture our multi-sectorial collaboration, if I may say, on our war against NCDs in Fiji. With the beginning of New Year, it's never too late to start to make health and fitness as our New Year's resolutions. Keeping healthy and fit is also a personal choice, and for prolonged happiness and life for the ones we love and care, and of course ourselves included, for our children who depend on us. We adults should be role models in terms of championing a healthy life, which is a way to ensure healthy families are foundations of building a prosperous future for our Fijians here. Another important message, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to emphasize at the point is the ministry is always open to general public concerns, complaints that they might have about our services. A lot of people resort to social media and other platforms for concerns, but once again, let me reiterate, we are open to your complaints. Please come to us. We will provide you answers for the questions or queries that we have. And we also need, like I said, for families and individuals to approach us, lodge a formal complaint, and we will take appropriate measures to resolve your grievances. We also have a customer care health helpline, 157, that people can use to call either or text or email and send in their queries. The ministry takes all views and concerns very seriously, and we will address it in a very timely and a transparent manner. And of course, we will reveal you our findings and the way forward from there. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, again, through awareness programs, we are also trying to, I'm sure Dr. Tukana, I don't know whether he's talking or not, but he's the person in charge of this. Simple things, choosing to eat a balanced meal, choosing to drink fresh, clean water, 3 liters of water every day, 30 minutes of exercise, simple walk 3 times a day, or just 30 minutes of exercise. Have some good rest, time for yourself, spend quality time with your families, and of course, encourage your families to get checked for wellness on a regular basis with the nearest health center or any medical practitioner. Last, not the least, let's take our time to keep our environment clean. As you may have heard, that there was a dengue outbreak in Lambasa and Madhuwata subdivision. While our team at the ground are carrying out the necessary health interventions, we appeal to all families, not only in Lambasa, but the Central and the Western Division. Please, let's be proactive and not reactive when we hear. Okay, let's be proactive and just take measures to destroy all mosquito breeding places. Let's encourage our neighbors to do that. I've said this, a mosquito doesn't know boundaries. We may keep our compound clean, but the neighbor's compound is not clean. So let it be a community effort to ensure that we destroy mosquito breeding places, and of course behavioral change to protect individual and community health from dengue is also very vital. The Ministry of Health and Medical Services continuously advocates the prevention of dengue fever through the media and also by ways of interpersonal communications by health staff at all levels, particularly during the high-risk dengue periods from November to April. And we are into the cyclone season where we're expecting to have an influx of rainfall, so let's all get out there and let's clean up and destroy all the dengue breeding places. We strongly urge the public to conduct at least a weekly elimination of the mosquito breeding sites through disposal, emptying of water-carrying containers in around homes and workplaces. Also, to maintain good hygiene, you must have heard about typhoid cases again. There was typhoid cases in the north. It was an isolated case, and the team at the ground is advocating for good hygiene, safe hand washing practices. These are simple things that can be done to ensure that our families are not subjected to dengue and typhoid. The health team is also going around informing general public in terms of protecting themselves from typhoid and leptospirosis as well. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, the ministry capitalizes on partnerships such as the ones we are witnessing today to hype up on the awareness of health programs. Like I said, not only NCDs, but communicable diseases as well. So I take this opportunity to convey my sincere appreciation. Anil, thank you very much, your team. Thank you very much, Dr. Tukana, you and your team for doing the work that you're doing. The staff from the Ministry of Health who are here and will be present at various courts locations to carry out health screenings. Thank you very much for the work that you do. And Courts Fiji Limited and Sports World have been, through this initiative, set examples for other corporate companies on the importance of the shared role and responsibilities in reaching out and supporting such initiatives to create a healthy and a very productive nation. It's my sincere hope this year, 2018, to see many, many more corporate organizations joining hands with the ministry in our endeavors to empower our Fijians to maintain their own health and also providing accessible and effective health care for when it is needed. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few words, I offer my gratitude and appreciation once again to Courts Fiji Limited and Sports World for this wonderful opportunity for me and my team. And I look forward to working alongside with all of you to find ways to benefit our people, whether it be through strengthening service delivery or whether through strengthened partnership to champion a healthy Fiji. So thank you very much, and I wish Courts Fiji Limited and Sports World a successful 2018, and maybe we all share the benefits of that. Thank you.
So you need to go to the family living around the super corridor. You have time to 6 to come down. Do your shopping in the health and fitness month. Also get your red pen discounts.